Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi there. Welcome back to our today's class. Today we are going to be talking about gender roles and stereotypes. There are going to be some subtopics. First, basic definitions of key terms. Second, gender roles around the world. Third, stereotype. Fourth, women and gender discrimination. Last but not least, women liberation. Let's start with some basic definitions of our today's topics. Gender. Gender deals with the behaviors or patterns of activities that a certain society or culture regards appropriate for men and women. So, it is a social construction relating to behaviors and attributes based on the levels of masculinity and femininity. Gender role deals with the degree to which a person adopts the gender-specific behaviors assumed by his or her culture. Gender identity, the degree to which a person has awareness or recognition that he or she adopts a certain gender role. When we are talking about gender, we should also talk about sex because both of them are terms that are often used interchangeably, but they are actually two different concepts. Sex is the biological and physiological differences between men and women, so it is something that is assigned at birth, male or female. Sex roles, the behaviors and activities patterns of men and women may engage in that are directly related to their biological differences. Sexual identity, the degree of awareness and recognition of sex and sex roles. Now, let's look at some gender roles around the world. In the traditional Chinese family, men are responsible for maintaining, providing for, and protecting the family, while Chinese mothers usually stay in the home to take care of the children and the rest of family. In India, women are also expected to take care of the children while the men provide financially. And in Japan, men and women believe that women should stay at home while men bring the actual income. But now, changes are being pushed to be made. Now let's discuss an interesting gender role in the Bugis society Indonesia. Bugis society recognizes 5 genders: Orwane, Makunrai, Calalai, Calabai, and Bisu. Orwane are comparable to men, Makunrai to women, Calalai to trans men, Calabai to trans women, and Bisu are the community priests. Now let us look at the matriarchal societies in which women are in charge, such as a Chinese ethnic group known as Mosuo. Children take the last name of their mother, and property is passed down to the female side of the family. It is like in the Minangkabau society, Indonesia. Ownership of a family's properties such as homes, rice paddies, and the like passed from mother to daughter for generations. So women rule the domestic roles, while men hold all political positions of political and religious leadership. Both Minangkabau genders value those roles and each other equally. Because people's stereotype about gender might affect how we understand male and female relationship, we are gonna talk about stereotype as well. Stereotype deals with the generalizations of people groups based on past experiences which are deep-rooted in the psyche of the people. Or we might say that stereotype is a fixed image that many people have towards a certain type of person, thing, or event, but sometimes it is not true in reality. stereotypes mean applying both evidence and our existing beliefs about the members of that cultural group. There are 4 types of stereotype: nationality stereotype, racial stereotype, political stereotype, gender stereotype. Before we get into gender stereotype, let's clarify nationality, racial, and political stereotypes. So, the first one is nationality stereotype. Nationality stereotype is a system of culture-specific beliefs connected with the nationality of a person, such as appearance, language, food, habits, psychological traits, attitudes, values, etc. Let's say, for examples, foreigners may see that Americans are open-minded, progressive, efficient, practical, US-centered, few, anxious, or maybe fast food eaters. Or maybe South Korean who are stereotyped as open-minded and also the serial drama makers. But then again, stereotypes are not the representative of the whole society. Racial stereotype, such as the Asians are stereotyped to be good at mathematics, the blacks are stereotyped to be good at athletics, and political stereotype has been deep-rooted in the mindset of the general public because of the general interpretation of the policies of a political party, such as Democrats, that are stereotyped as liberals. Gender stereotype. Western historical tradition deals with the concept of gender is that boys were taught from an early age to be aggressive, independent, dominant, and achieving, while girls were taught from an early age to be nurturing, sensitive, emotional, and passive. So no wonder that men are stereotyped as masculine, strong, brave, and in charge of finance, while women are stereotyped as good cooks and also in charge of the house. Now, it's also crucial to talk about women and gender discrimination. Gender discrimination or sexism refers to discrimination based on gender, as well as conditions that foster stereotypes of gender roles. Occupational sexism refers to discriminatory practices, statements, or maybe actions based on a person's gender which occur in a place of employment. There are 2 examples of occupational sexism, which discrimination, in which gender is perceived to be a barrier to professional advancement, and also sexual harassment in a place of employment. Dealing with women and gender discrimination, we should also talk about women liberation. Women liberation is a collection of opinions and developments that seek to end discrimination against women. Women liberation brings many impacts, and one of them is women working. In the last decades, there has been mass incorporation of women into formal workplace all around the world. So today, women are able to go outside to be career women. Also, a couple of decades ago, they only should stay at homes. That's it for this video. Thanks so much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.